Well, Valve's run afoul of the Dutch law that says loot boxes are gambling in certain situations, and they're going to have to disable said loot boxes from Counter-Strike Go and Dota in the Netherlands. This is that law that states if the goods found inside the loot boxes can be transferred to others, then it counts as gambling because they're tangible goods, however digital they may be. Valve sent out an email to Dutch customers telling them that they're going to have to disable things until they work out a way to present loot boxes without contravening the law, and it's written in a way that's trying to garner sympathy for them, because they're so put upon that they cannot allow in the Netherlands the ability to trade loot box items. And oh, do my heartstrings ache. They ache for all of those gambling websites revolving around CSGO. Once again, I would like to liberally remind you all that I said this would happen. I said this was coming. I said if Valve doesn't take its platform seriously, regulation will come. I said if companies wouldn't clean their own backyard with regards to in-game gambling, this would happen. People never listen, or they say I'm pro-censorship just for pointing out consequence, you know, just because I understand the relation between actions and reactions. And, well, here we are. So let's read what Steam has been sending out. In May, we received 2 letters from the Dutch Kansspelautoriteit stating that Counter-Strike Global Offensive and Dota 2 contain loot boxes, they put it in quotes, that violate the Dutch Betting and Gaming Act. The Kansspelautoriteit accusation is different from how other countries think about loot boxes, so we hired Dutch legal counsel, looked at the recent study into loot boxes published by publicised Steam. It's almost like loads and loads of people take Steam more seriously than you do, and now you're in the shitter. Huh. We still don't understand or agree with the the legal conclusion, and we've responded to explain more about CSGO and Dota 2. In the meantime, we have a threat from the... They've used this word so much to trip up people talking about the news. To prosecute Valve if we don't implement a remedy by June 20. I said June. Anyway, the letters don't tell us how to do that, but the study into... Well, you've had so much time. You've had so much time to learn. Was published ages ago, weeks if not months ago. Anyway, they reiterate what was written ages ago, and then say, so for now, our only practical alternative is to disable trading and Steam Marketplace transfers for CSGO and Dota 2 items for Dutch customers. We apologise to you for this inconvenience. We hope that after more engagement with the Kansspelautoriteit, I can't do it. It doesn't even have a pronunciation guide online like that robot voice that says it for you so that you can say it afterwards. It doesn't have it. The text's just not there. Anyway, you get the gist. I'm being a little facetious when I say Steam's had all this time. Clearly they knew about it in May, but they've been too busy working on how to just avoid doing anything, as is Steam's MO. And they devoted so much time to doing nothing that now the deadline's up, they've just had to switch a bit of the loot boxes off, they've just had to disable the transfers. Which, well, they say they don't know how to make the loot boxes fit with the rules, but I think that's it. I think they've done it. They'll put what minimal effort they can in to achieve as comfortable a status quo as possible, and then they'll just leave it to rot like an egg behind a radiator. That's basically Valve's approach to business, a rotten egg behind a radiator. But this is what happens. I've said it before and I'll say it again every time it becomes relevant. If companies don't police their own shit, someone will want to step in and police it for them. And I've never said that's a brilliant celebratory thing. It's simply a consequence of action, or in this case, inaction. And you can try and dress it up as a censorship issue. I mean, some people in favour of loot boxes, some spokespeople for companies and whatnot, have tried to frame loot boxes as some sort of free speech, free expression issue. Which, if you know anything about free speech, not a lot of people who bang on about it do, it's absurd. You want to have all the creamy fun of gambling without the regulation? Well, enjoy it. Enjoy Deadwood while Deadwood's around, friend. Anyway, no one should be surprised by this. This was called ages ago, not just by me, but the Netherlands in May. What they said would happen is happening, and companies clearly didn't have a backup plan in place, so it's on them. Like all the other shit they don't want to claim responsibility for, it's on them. And that's all I've got to say about that. It's on them.